If you're over 60, I need you to hear this carefully because it could completely change the way you think about your glass of water. Every day, millions of seniors wake up, pour a glass of water, drink it, and believe they've done something good for their body. And in some small way they have. Water is essential. You already know that. But here's what almost nobody tells you after 60. Plain water isn't doing what it used to. Not even close. When you were 30 or 40, your body knew exactly what to do with that water. It absorbed it quickly, sent it to your skin, your muscles, your joints, your organs. Everything worked. But after 60, something quietly shifts inside your body. Your blood vessels become less flexible. Your circulation slows. Your digestive system doesn't absorb as efficiently. And the result is that the water you drink struggles to reach the places it's needed most. Your skin dries out no matter how much lotion you apply. Your joints stiffen no matter how much you stretch. Your face starts to look tired, hollow, aged. Not because you're not drinking water, but because that water is arriving empty. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what to add to your daily water using natural, inexpensive ingredients backed by real science that can help your body rebuild collagen, firm, sagging skin, improve circulation, and smooth wrinkles from the inside out. And I'm not going to just give you one ingredient. I'm going to walk you through a complete daily hydration method that addresses the real reasons your skin is aging, step by step, in plain language, with no gimmicks. Stay with me through the whole video, because what I explain in the second half is something most doctors never discuss with their patients. Let me explain what's actually happening inside your body right now, because once you understand this, everything else will make sense. There's a molecule your body produces called nitric oxide. Most people have never heard of it. Your doctor probably hasn't mentioned it. But nitric oxide may be one of the single most important molecules in your entire body when it comes to aging. Here's what it does. Nitric oxide is what tells your blood vessels to open up, relax, and allow blood to flow freely. It's the reason nutrients from your food and water actually reach your skin, your muscles, your brain, your heart. Without it, your blood vessels tighten. Blood flow slows, and every organ in your body starts to receive less of what it needs. When you were younger, your body produced nitric oxide abundantly. It was automatic. You never had to think about it. But here's the alarming truth. Research published in major medical journals has shown that by the time you reach 60, your nitric oxide production can drop by as much as 75%. By 70, some people are producing almost none. Let me say that again. A 75% drop. That's not a gradual fade, that's a collapse. Now let me help you visualize what this means for your skin specifically. Imagine your blood vessels are a network of garden hoses running through your entire body. When you're young and producing plenty of nitric oxide, those hoses are wide open. Water, oxygen, vitamins, minerals, they all flow freely to every corner of your body, including the tiny capillaries that feed your skin. But as nitric oxide drops, those hoses start to pinch shut, not all at once, slowly, quietly. The water still goes in at one end, but it barely trickles out to the places that need it most. And here's the critical part. Your skin is the very last organ in line to receive nutrients from your bloodstream. Your body prioritizes your heart, your brain, your kidneys first. Your skin gets whatever is left over. So when circulation slows down even a little, your skin is the first to starve. That's where the dryness comes from. That's where the thinning comes from. That papery, fragile texture that seems to appear out of nowhere after 60. That's not just aging, that's nutrient starvation, and it goes deeper than the surface. Underneath your skin, you have a protein called collagen. Collagen is the scaffolding that holds everything together. It's what gives skin its firmness, its bounce, its structure. Your body is constantly breaking down old collagen and building new collagen. But to build new collagen, it needs a steady supply of vitamin C, amino acids, and minerals, all delivered through your bloodstream. When circulation drops, that supply line gets cut. Your body keeps breaking down old collagen, but it can't rebuild fast enough. The scaffolding collapses, and that's when you see sagging, deeper wrinkles, hollowing around the cheeks and eyes. So here's the truth nobody tells you. This is not primarily a skin problem. This is a circulation problem disguised as a skin problem. And no amount of plain water can fix it if the delivery system is broken. No cream, no serum, No moisturizer can fix it either, because they all sit on the surface. They can temporarily plump skin with moisture, but they absolutely cannot rebuild what's breaking down underneath. The rebuild has to happen from the inside, and it starts with what's in your glass. So what's the solution? How do you reopen those blood vessels and get your water to actually do its job again? You give it a partner. Actually, you give it several partners, not supplement pills, not expensive powders from a late-night infomercial. I'm talking about natural ingredients, things that come from the earth, that have been studied in clinical research, and that you can stir into a glass of water in under a minute each morning. The first and most important ingredient is beetroot powder. I know it sounds too simple, but don't dismiss this yet, because the science behind beetroot and nitric oxide is some of the most compelling research in cardiovascular nutrition over the past decade. Let me break down exactly why this works, and then I'll show you how to make it even more powerful by adding a few more things most people have never thought to combine. Ingredient number 1, beetroot. Beetroot is one of nature's most concentrated sources of dietary nitrates. These are the raw materials your body converts directly into nitric oxide, that molecule I told you about that keeps your blood vessels open and flexible. When you dissolve beetroot powder in water and drink it, you're essentially giving your body the building blocks it desperately needs to produce nitric oxide again. You're sending a signal to your blood vessels that says, relax, open up, let the blood flow. And the research backs this up powerfully. A study published in the journal Hypertension found that drinking beetroot juice significantly improved blood vessel dilation in older adults within just a few hours. Not weeks, hours. Another study found that consistent daily intake improved exercise endurance in seniors by increasing oxygen delivery to muscles. But here's what matters most for your skin. When your blood vessels open up and circulation improves, your skin suddenly starts receiving the nutrients it's been starving for. Oxygen reaches the surface. Vitamins reach the collagen-producing cells. Waste products get carried away instead of building up in your tissues. Think about what happens when you exercise and your cheeks flush pink. That's increased blood flow reaching your skin. Now imagine giving your skin a gentler, steadier version of that every single morning without having to run a mile. That's what beetroot water does. Now, one important note, you want to use pure beetroot powder, not beetroot juice from a bottle. Bottled juices often contain added sugars, preservatives, and have been pasteurized in ways that reduce the active compounds. Pure beetroot powder preserves the dietary nitrates in their most effective form. Look for organic beetroot powder with one ingredient, beets, nothing else. You can find this at most health food stores or online for just a few pounds or dollars per month. Ingredient number 2, lemon. Now, beetroot alone is powerful, but I promised I'd show you how to make your water even more effective. And this is where the second ingredient comes in, fresh lemon juice. This is not just for flavor, although it does make the beetroot water taste significantly better. Lemon brings something to this drink that beetroot cannot provide on its own, vitamin C. And vitamin C is arguably the most important nutrient for collagen production in your entire body. Here's why. Your body builds collagen through a process that requires a specific enzyme to work. That enzyme cannot function without vitamin C. It's like trying to build a brick wall without mortar. You have all the bricks, but nothing to hold them together. Vitamin C is the mortar. Without adequate vitamin C, your body literally cannot assemble new collagen fibers. The amino acids are there, the signals are there, but the construction process stalls. And when you combine that with reduced circulation, already limiting nutrient delivery to your skin, you get a double failure. The materials aren't arriving, and the construction crew can't work. Lemon solves the second problem. Beetroot solves the first. Together, they form a partnership. The beetroot reopens the roads, and the lemon delivers the building materials. Your body finally has both what it needs and the ability to use it. Now, there's another benefit of lemon that most people overlook. It stimulates digestive enzyme production. After 60, your stomach produces less hydrochloric acid, which means you absorb fewer minerals from everything you eat and drink. The citric acid in fresh lemon gently stimulates your digestive system, improving absorption of not just the beetroot compounds, but all the minerals in your morning water. It's a small addition with a multiplying effect. But, and this is important, it must be fresh lemon, not bottled lemon juice. Bottled juice has been pasteurized, which destroys a significant portion of the active vitamin C. You need a real lemon, freshly squeezed. Half a lemon per glass is all it takes. Ingredient number 3, pomegranate. Now, if you want to take this to the next level, and I recommend you do, there's a third ingredient that turns this from a good daily drink into something truly exceptional for aging skin. Pomegranate. You can use a small splash of pure pomegranate juice, not from concentrate, not a pomegranate drink loaded with sugar, or pomegranate powder, which is even easier to keep on hand. Why pomegranate? Because pomegranate contains some of the most powerful natural antioxidants ever studied. Specifically, a group of compounds called collagens and ellagic acid. Here's what these do. They protect your existing collagen from being broken down too quickly. See, I've been talking about building new collagen, but there's another side to this equation that's equally important: protecting the collagen you already have. Every day, your skin is exposed to oxidative stress. Free radicals from UV exposure, pollution, inflammation, they all attack your collagen fibers and accelerate their breakdown. Pomegranate's antioxidants act like a shield around your collagen. They neutralize free radicals before they can do damage. One study found that pomegranate extract significantly reduced the activity of enzymes that break down collagen, essentially slowing the demolition side of the equation, while the beetroot and lemon work on the construction side. Think of it this way. There's no point building a new wall if someone is simultaneously tearing down the other side. Pomegranate stops the tearing down. And there's a bonus. Pomegranate has also been shown to improve nitric oxide bioavailability. It doesn't just produce nitric oxide like beetroot does. It protects the nitric oxide that's already in your system from being destroyed. So it amplifies the beetroot's effect. Add a tablespoon of pure pomegranate juice or half a teaspoon of pomegranate powder to your glass. That's all you need. Ingredient number 4, leafy greens powder. There's one more ingredient I want you to consider, and this one is optional, but incredibly effective. A small amount of leafy greens powder. Think spinach powder or kale powder, dried, ground, concentrated greens. Why? Because leafy greens are the other major dietary source of nitrates, the same compounds found in beetroot. Adding a small amount of greens powder to your drink essentially doubles down on your nitric oxide support. But leafy greens bring something else to the table: minerals. Magnesium, potassium, calcium, iron. These are the minerals your skin cells need to maintain hydration, elasticity, and structural integrity. And remember what I said about absorption declining after 60? The lemon in your drink is already improving mineral absorption. Now you're giving it better minerals to absorb. Half a teaspoon of organic spinach or kale powder. It won't change the taste much. The beetroot and lemon dominate the flavor. But it will significantly boost the mineral and nitrate content of your drink. Let me now walk you through exactly how to prepare this properly, step by step, because method matters, especially for an aging digestive system. Step 1. Start with warm water. Not hot, not cold. Comfortably warm, like a cup of tea that's been sitting for a few minutes. Warm water is absorbed more efficiently by your digestive system, and it won't destroy the delicate compounds in your ingredients. About 250 to 300 milliliters, roughly 1 standard glass. Step 2. Add 1 teaspoon of pure organic beetroot powder. Stir it in until fully dissolved. Step 3. Add half a teaspoon of pomegranate powder or 1 tablespoon of pure pomegranate juice. Stir again. Step 4. If you're using greens powder, add half a teaspoon now. Stir. Step 5. Squeeze in the juice of half a fresh lemon. Not bottled. Fresh. This goes in last because vitamin C is sensitive to heat. Even warm water will slowly break it down, so you want to add it right before you drink. Step 6. Stir gently 1 final time and drink this first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach. This is when your digestive system is most receptive and absorption is at its peak. Step 7. Drink slowly. Don't gulp it down. Give your body 2 to 3 minutes to receive it, sip by sip. Now, wait, can you split this across the day? You can. Some people prefer to make a second glass in the afternoon. That's perfectly fine. But the morning glass on an empty stomach is the most important one. If you only do it once, do it then. How much does this cost? Very little. A bag of organic beetroot powder lasts about a month and costs roughly the same as 2 cups of coffee. Pomegranate powder is similar. Lemons are pennies each. This entire daily routine costs less than a single skincare product, and it works from the inside, where it actually matters. Now, let me set realistic expectations, because I don't ever want to promise you miracles. Your body didn't get here overnight, and it won't rebuild overnight either. Days 1 to 7, you probably won't see dramatic skin changes, but many people report feeling more hydrated generally. You might notice your mouth feels less dry. Your energy might feel slightly more stable in the mornings. Some people notice warmer hands and feet. That's the improved circulation beginning to work. Weeks 2 to 3, this is where the skin starts to respond. The dryness that nothing seemed to fix may begin to ease. Your skin might feel slightly softer to the touch, not dramatically different, but noticeably different. The papery, flaky texture may start to calm down. Weeks 4 to 6. By now, collagen synthesis has had time to get into a rhythm. Some people notice their skin looks subtly more plump, more alive. There may be a gentle glow, not dramatic, but the kind where someone says, "You look well," without knowing exactly why. Fine lines may appear slightly softer, especially around the mouth and eyes. Months 2 to 3. This is where the cumulative effect becomes genuinely visible. Firmer skin, smoother texture, reduced sagging, particularly along the jawline and neck. Improved skin elasticity. When you gently press your skin, it bounces back faster. The key word through all of this is consistency. This works because you do it daily. 1 glass a week won't change anything. 1 glass every morning will. Now let me address some questions I know you're already thinking. Will the beetroot stain my teeth? It can, temporarily. Simple solution. Drink through a straw and rinse your mouth with plain water immediately after. Problem solved. Will the lemon damage my tooth enamel? In the concentration we're using, half a lemon diluted in a full glass of warm water, the risk is minimal. But again, using a straw and rinsing afterward eliminates any concern. What if the beetroot upsets my stomach? Start smaller. Use half a teaspoon of beetroot powder and a quarter lemon for the first week. Let your body adjust. Most people find they can work up to the full amount within a few days. I'm on blood pressure medication. Is this safe? This is an important one. Beetroot naturally lowers blood pressure by improving nitric oxide and vessel dilation. That's usually a wonderful thing, but if you're already on blood pressure medication, the combined effect could potentially lower it too much. Please speak with your doctor before starting. Show them this video if it helps. They'll likely support it. They just need to know so they can monitor your levels. I'm diabetic. What about the sugar in beetroot? Beetroot powder in the amounts we're using, 1 teaspoon, contains very minimal sugar. But if you're managing blood sugar carefully, check with your healthcare provider to be safe. Can I just take a nitric oxide supplement pill instead? You can, but there's a reason I recommend this drink instead. When you drink, these compounds dissolved in warm water. Absorption begins in your mouth and stomach almost immediately. A pill has to be broken down first, and absorption rates for pills decline significantly after 60. The liquid form is simply more bioavailable for an aging body. Before I let you go, I want to address something that I think will save many of you a lot of money and frustration. If you're spending money on anti-aging creams, serums, or expensive skincare products, I'm not telling you to throw them away. Some of them do provide surface-level moisture that feels nice. But I want you to understand something fundamental. Your skin is built from the inside. Collagen is produced by cells deep within your dermis, the inner layer of skin that no cream can reach. Those cells need blood flow to receive nutrients. They need vitamin C to assemble collagen. They need antioxidants to protect what they've built. No cream in the world can deliver those things through the surface. It's biologically impossible. The molecules in most anti-aging creams are too large to penetrate past the outermost layer of dead skin cells. So by all means, use a good moisturizer. But understand that the real anti-aging work, the collagen rebuilding, the firming, the structural repair, that has to happen from within. And it starts with what you drink, not what you apply. Here's what I want you to take away from today. Aging does not mean your skin has to give up. It does not mean wrinkles are simply your fate. It does not mean that the person looking back at you in the mirror is someone you have to accept without question. Your skin is a living organ. Right now, as you watch this, it is repairing itself. It is trying to rebuild. It is working with whatever resources your bloodstream delivers to it. The question is, are you giving it enough to work with? For most seniors, the answer is no. Not because they don't care, not because they're not trying, but because nobody ever explained to them that the delivery system breaks down after 60, and that plain water alone can no longer carry the load. Now you know. And now you can do something about it. Tomorrow morning, before breakfast, before your coffee, before anything else, make yourself 1 glass of warm beetroot lemon water. Start simple if you like, just beetroot and lemon. Add the pomegranate and greens when you're ready. Do it every day for 30 days, just 30 days. Watch your skin, watch how your legs feel, watch how your energy shifts, watch how your body responds when you finally give it what it has been quietly asking for. If this video was helpful, I genuinely appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. It's a small thing for you, but it helps this video reach other seniors who desperately need to hear this information. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Every week on this channel, we break down the health information that actually matters after 60. Plain language, real science, no gimmicks. Thank you for watching today. Thank you for caring about your health enough to sit through a video like this. That alone tells me something about you. You haven't given up, and you shouldn't. Because aging isn't about giving up. It's about learning how to support your body differently. And sometimes that starts with a single glass of water.